Bonds of the heart, a tale of friendship. The sun climbed over the village, its rays spilling like liquid gold over the rooftops and winding paths. Life awoke in soft murmurs, the cheerful clang of pots, children's laughter ringing in the distance, and the occasional bark of a dog. On a modest veranda shaded by a thatched awning, Amara and Sade sat together, weaving baskets from dry, fragrant grasses. Theirs was an easy rhythm, hands moving in time, laughter punctuating the steady hum of village life. Amara's voice was bright as she recounted how Kwame had helped her carry a bundle from the fields last week. Her cheeks glowed, though whether from the story or the sun, Sade couldn't tell. Kwame was kind, the favorite in their close-knit community, and his charm was undeniable. But today, something was different. When Kwame passed by the veranda, he greeted both women with his signature warmth, a wide smile, a wave, and a look that lingered on Amara a heartbeat too long. Sade's fingers faltered in their weaving. Her chest tightened, the first spark of jealousy igniting deep inside. As the day wore on, Amara and Sade went about their routines, fetching water, tending the fields, exchanging easy banter. But the spark in Sade grew, fed by Amara's glowing praise of Kwame, his kindness, his laughter, his strength. It festered, twisting into something she could no longer ignore. That evening, as the sky faded to a deep indigo, Sade sat beside Amara again on the veranda. The air was cool, the chirp of crickets filling the silence. Her heart raced as she mustered the courage to speak. "Amara," she began, her voice quiet but firm. "I need to tell you something." Amara looked up, concern flickering in her eyes. "What is it?" Sade hesitated, then blurted, "I care for Kwame too." The confession landed like a stone, shattering the fragile peace between them. Amara stiffened, her brow furrowing. "What do you mean you care for him?" "I mean what I said," Sade replied, her tone sharpening. "I felt this way for a long time, Amara. I couldn't keep it to myself anymore." Amara's eyes darkened, hurt and anger mingling. "And you're telling me now? After all this time? After you've seen how he looks at me? How he looks at you?" Sade's voice rose, incredulous. "He's kind to everyone, Amara. Don't think for a second you have some claim to him." The argument flared, their voices cutting through the night. Days passed, and the tension only deepened. They snapped at each other while working, avoided eye contact, then spoke only when necessary. Their once inseparable bond felt as brittle as dry grass, ready to break under the slightest pressure. But the village noticed. An elder woman, known for her wisdom, approached them one afternoon as they fetched water. She said nothing at first, only observing the cold distance between the two. Finally, she spoke, her voice calm but firm. "Kwame is just a man," she said, her words laced with gentle reproach. "Friendship is the root that sustains you both. Will you let a passing wind uproot it?" Her words lingered long after she walked away. That evening, under the same veranda where their friendship had blossomed, Sade spoke first. "Amara," she began, her voice heavy with regret. "I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner, but I didn't want to hurt you. Now, I fear I've ruined everything." Amara hesitated, then sighed. "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have reacted the way I did. I let my pride get in the way." Their gazes met, and for the first time in days, they smiled. The laughter that followed was bittersweet, the release of the tension that had threatened to tear them apart. They agreed to let go of their rivalry, vowing that no man, not even Kwame, would come between them again. In the days that followed, their friendship began to heal, stronger for the storm it had weathered. Kwame remained a friend to both women, respectful of their bond and grateful for their companionship. And as the sun rose each morning, casting its golden light over the village, it found Amara and Sade together, laughing, working, and weaving their lives back into something whole once more. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and make sure to leave a comment.